Assalamu alaikum. Hello, my name is Richard. I look after training and compliance for the Lincoln brand in the UAE. Welcome to our beautiful facility in Etihad Road, Dubai, which happens to be the world's largest 3S Lincoln facility outside of the US, comprising of sales, service and spare parts for Lincoln. Today, I'm really pleased to be able to walk you around the all-new Lincoln Aviator. So here we are guys, we're looking at the all-new Lincoln Aviator today, and I'm going to start by showing you around the front of the vehicle. Now believe it or not, this is the second generation Lincoln Aviator, and it's been a long gap, but it's worth the wait because this car is absolutely incredible. So starting at the front of the car, we have a really commanding yet elegant presence, beautiful sweeping lines, great aerodynamics. We have this Lincoln emblem chrome grille, which is specific to the Presidential, which is this series we have in front of us today. We have the Lincoln Star logo, which lights up in the evenings, and a front camera, which is part of our 360-degree camera system, and it even includes a washer jet for getting rid of that sand and dust on the front of the car. We also have adaptive pixel LED headlamps, and these can actually move depending on the driving conditions, the speed and the level of ambient light. We also have signature LED daytime running lamps, indicators and fog lights. There are no halogen lights on this vehicle at all. What a beautiful machine. So here we are under the hood of the all-new Lincoln Aviator. This beautiful vehicle is powered by a 3-litre V6 twin turbocharged engine, which produces 400 horsepower and 415 pound-foot of torque. That is mated to a 10-speed automatic transmission with select shift and paddle shift. And all of that power is delivered to all of the 4 wheels thanks to the all-wheel drive across the Aviator range as standard. Now all of that power would normally generate a lot of unwanted noise in the cabin, but thanks to Lincoln's technology that doesn't happen, and this because of 2 main reasons. Number 1, our dual wall dashboard. What that is a vacuum between the engine bay and the cabin, which reduces that unwanted sound. Second of all is the acoustic windscreen, which reduces not just the engine sound but the ambient sound from disrupting that luxurious drive. So as we come around the side of the all-new Aviator, one of the first things that catches my eye are these beautiful 22-inch machined alloy wheels with a gloss black finish and a satin silver rim. As we move up the side, we see this Aviator badge on the fender, black with chrome surround, which is for the Presidential model, but these fender badges are becoming a new theme right across the Lincoln range. Further up the vehicle, we have these big chrome wing mirrors, which almost remind me of an aeroplane wing, and I'll come back to that thought in a moment. As I mentioned, this is an all-wheel drive platform, so you do get superior handling and performance on all terrain. Now, as we start to step back and look at the side profile of the vehicle Aviator, of course, is synonymous with flight. And as we have a look along the vehicle, we see the roofline actually is designed to look like a tapered aeroplane wing. Pretty impressive. So as we come around to the rear of the Aviator, we start by noticing this really elegant Lincoln embossed logo. Now the black lettering with chrome surround signifies that this here is the Presidential model. As we move further down, we can see this LED horizontal tail lamp, and this has a little bit of a story to it. It's actually designed to represent the East Coast to the West Coast of the US, so that Lincoln is spanning across the American continent. Moving down the vehicle, we of course have our rear view camera, which is great in all light conditions, and again it has that heated washer jet to get rid of unwanted dust, sand, mud, or whatever else is obscuring the lens. Coming further down the vehicle, we have rear parking sensors and these beautiful quad tip exhausts to give it a luxury yet distinctive sporty look and feel. So there you go, that was pretty impressive. And once you open the trunk, there's a couple of things that we noticed straight away. One of which is that this vehicle has plenty of cargo space, and of course it has a third row, so it can fit 7 people on board. Under here we've got plenty of underfloor storage, so it actually allows you to store things underneath so that they don't get damaged. Plus, one of my really favourite features about the back of the vehicle is the ability to fold the seats or raise the seats at the touch of a button. It doesn't get any easier than that. So as we come around to the driver's side of the Aviator, we're reminded that Lincoln is not just about captivating style and luxury, but also ease and convenience. One of the features which I really like here is the Easy Fuel capless fueling system. This allows you to remain clean if you're filling up the vehicle yourself, but it also remains unlocked, so if you're having fuel delivery, people can access the fuel tank without you having to worry about leaving the car unlocked. Now, talking more about style, as we move along the side of the vehicle, we see this beautiful satin roof rails, and they blend in perfectly with just the right amount of chrome on the rest of the Aviator. One of the other features which I use a lot and really like on the Aviator is remote keyless entry start. And what this allows you to do is start the vehicle engine from a distance remotely, and the AC will either set automatically or go back to your previous settings, so you can cool down the vehicle from your comfort of home or office, wherever you happen to be. It's a great feature, especially in this summer heat across the UAE. Last but not least is our Securicode keypad, and this is unique to Lincoln. What it allows you to do is lock these keys inside the vehicle. You can then lock or unlock the vehicle simply by using a PIN number. What this allows you to do is leave those bulky keys inside the car, which you don't want to get scratched or drop, especially if you're going on a run, you're on the beach, you're going for a swim. Again, it's all about ease and convenience. The last feature I'd like to speak about here are these soft close power cinch doors. So even if you're walking away from the vehicle, you can gently close the door and the system will complete that for you. So if you're used to being driven around in luxury, this is where you'll be sitting, in the second row of the Lincoln Aviator. We start off by noticing luxury touches like the Alcantara roof lining, and built right into the middle of that we have our incredible twin panel panoramic sunroof. Another strange thing we'll notice on the roof are these speakers, and that is part of our Revel Ultima 3D sound system with an amazing 28 speakers, so you get perfect realistic sound wherever you're sitting inside the car. We also have our sensors for our active noise control, which effectively is noise cancellation on the vehicle. Moving down, we have these blinds which are adjustable for comfort. These really nice finish to our Revel sound system speakers, and we have a feature called E-latch, which means that you can open the door just at the touch of a button. I'm extremely comfortable back here, and as you can see, I've got plenty of leg room, headroom, shoulder room, hip room. I'm as comfortable as I can be. And last but not least, I have everything I need at the touch of a button. This screen allows me to control my audio, my climate, and we have a nice relaxing calm screen reminding me that I'm floating above the clouds in the Aviator. Last but not least, for charging, we've got a full 230 volt power charging point and USB for all passengers. So finally, I get to sit in the really comfortable driving seat of the Lincoln Aviator, and this has 30-way perfect positioning seats, which I can adjust using the switches here on the door. Plus, of course, it has memory for the seats and the mirrors, as well as the vehicle having personal profiles. So you can set over 80 different features in the vehicle to be linked to the key, so it remembers who's driving and what your preferences are. Now let's look at this vehicle from the inside. We're sat in what's called the Chalet theme. And in the Presidential series, we have also an option of destination theme and flight. We notice that this has beautiful horizontal lines along the dashboard with the Lincoln logo stenciled in to the real wood finish. We have this gloss piano black finish across, reminding us that we are really sitting inside a luxury vehicle. That's complemented here by the center console, and inside the center console we even have a hidden compartment for your phone, which also supports wireless charging. There's a switch here for the drive modes, and I'll speak a little bit more about that when we go for a drive later on, but it basically allows you to adjust the driving dynamics of the car. As we move up, we have our tri-zone climate control package, and something that you won't find in any other brand, which is the piano key shift gear selection. And there's an interesting story to this, because when the designer of the new Lincoln vehicles was looking for the ultimate wood to use inside the vehicles, he went to the Yamaha factory in Japan. And Yamaha are not just famous for pianos, they also make some of the world's most luxurious wood finish. And when he was there, he was actually inspired by the piano that he saw in the foyer of their head office, and he wanted to bring that musical note into the vehicle, and he did that with these piano key shifts, and each gear has a different feel, like a different note on a piano keyboard. On top of that, we also have symphonic chimes, so we don't get that horrible beeping noise when the door is open when you're starting the engine, but the Royal Symphonic Orchestra actually created symphonic chimes that you can hear across the vehicle. Now, as we move up, we have a dedicated panel here with driver assist settings. This vehicle has got so many different settings for driver assistance, it even has its own menu. And on top of that, it has 3D animations to explain what each of those settings does. Real cutting edge technology. Now, this beautiful screen is part of our Sync 3 infotainment system. 12-inch screen, touchscreen as you can see, and it allows you to control everything from the audio, your phone connection, even Wi-Fi compatibility, and of course it displays your 360-degree camera settings. As we move across to the steering wheel, we have a real convenient button here for the voice control function. So you can set things like the temperature or your audio just by talking to the car in your most natural tone. The vehicle comes absolutely loaded with technology, including lane centering, lane keep assist, adaptive cruise control with stop and go, and many other features. You can control some of those on this 12.1-inch digital instrument cluster. This vehicle is loaded with technology, it's sophisticated, it's modern, and it's extremely comfortable and luxurious. Lincoln have done a fantastic job. And let's not forget, that's only half the story. I think it's time that we took this vehicle for a drive.